How are you doing, my lovely viewer? Ah! Don't answer that. This is my video, and I'm talking. You can talk when it's over. Welcome to the second and final video of my critically acclaimed series where I look at the most fill-in-the-blank episode of a select TV show. After my first video blew up, I knew I had to come back even stronger for the second one. And let me give you a little lore on how I came up with this idea. It was two shows in particular that I watched when I was younger, and I always wondered this question for, like, what are the most normal episodes of regular show and Goosebumps? I really wanted to do the regular show one because I like that show, but somebody stole my idea. So I decided to do Curb for the first video instead. But now I'm coming back to the other TV show from my childhood, Goosebumps. I'm assuming many of you don't know Goosebumps, so let me just break it down. It's basically a 90s kids version of Black Mirror at home. There's always some weird and spooky shit going on that can't be explained, and honestly, this show used to creep me out as a kid. And there's still a few episodes from Goosebumps that I remember to this day. There's this episode with the two dads I wanted to talk about first, because I remember this episode very vividly. I'm sure a great deal of you have seen Imitation Crabs from SpongeBob. It's when Plankton tries to steal the formula by making a robot crabs, and then he tricks SpongeBob into thinking it's the real crabs. Well, this Goosebumps episode is like if we took the concept and then made it scary. But in this episode, which came before the SpongeBob episode by 5 years, this girl has a mad scientist dad.
No, I'm an angry scientist.
Sorry, angry scientist dad. The story goes their dad was acting very weird about this project in the basement. We see him do some weird things like gobble up plant food and drip green blood. He also repeatedly sneaks up on his kids and tells them in a very demanding tone to stay out of the basement. He overall just acts very creepy. This because he's not their real dad. He's like a plant copy mixed in with some like human DNA and like some plant DNA. I don't know.
Botanists often try to take good qualities from some plants and put them into another.
So he's trying to protect himself from the kids finding out, even though I'm pretty sure he could just eliminate them if he wanted to. Like this inspector comes by midway through one of the episodes, and the plant dad just locks him in a room. Like the wife even calls the house and is like, "Oh, have you seen him? He's missing. He was last in your house." You know, it's like he wiped them off the map. I don't know why he can't do that with these two kids if he did it with a grown-ass man. But the kids know something ain't right,
Something's
so
not right.
They go down to the basement and they find the original dad, and she has to choose which one to kill. But my issue is that these dads, they don't look anything alike. One of them looks like a clown and is bald, and the other one has curly hair. Or he did. Now he's got a cap on because something started growing out of his head. I mean, how do you not know that that's the fake one? That people don't do that.
He's the dangerous one. He's trying to make plant copies of us all. Spray him!
Instead of it being their appearance, it was the fact that the dad called her princess that had her know which one was the real one. And if you were paying attention, one of the first things the daughter says is that the dad stopped calling her princess. Yeah, that is like, okay. Calling her princess is how she knows which dad is real, and then she slimes out the fake one. Literally, he busts into slime. This whole episode was stupid, if you think about it. At first, when I was like 7, and I was watching this, I was like, good thing she picked the real dad. That could have got real nasty. But now I'm 17, I'm watching this, I'm like, how do you not know what your dad looks like? The whole confrontation is just like, it's way too calm. I understand the real dad who was tied up in the basement all week. He's probably starving, with no energy, he's got shit in his pants. But bro, if I'm the plant dad, I'm taking that little weed spray thing, grabbing the crowbar, getting my DNA samples right there, and I'm making the plant replicas, and then I'm fleeing. He went out sad. He really did. He put up no fight at all. He's like, I'm real. But you're fighting for your life.
He's a copy.
While watching the episode, we knew something's up. The feeling of uneasiness was very strong, very creepy. I was honestly much more invested in the plot than I expected to be. Like, there's this point in the episode that the girl goes into the plant dad's room to look for evidence, and then he comes home when she's in there, and her brother has to lie about her and say that she's asleep, but she's actually hiding under the bed. And I'm just thinking, oh my god, there's the plant dad, and like, is he gonna find out that she was trying to get evidence on him? What is he gonna do? But thankfully he doesn't find her. And there's a few other moments like that throughout the episodes, but that's not why I've commanded you to click on this video. It's because now we're going to be looking at the relatively most regular, non-creepy, non-abnormal episode of Goosebumps. And this one's in 2 parts. The first one was in 2 parts, but I kind of just sped through it. I'm gonna be breaking down what happens as we watch and explaining the episode. So buckle in. This is going to be a long one. So we're on this bus to camp, and the driver just pulls up in the middle of nowhere and dumps their bags on the ground. The driver gets back on the bus and leaves the kids there, but not before almost running them over. You know, the classic move that bus drivers do. So there's this monster in the bushes, and then a big ass explosion, and say hello to Uncle Al. That was probably the most epic introduction to any human that those kids have ever seen. Like, this is on the level of like when Drake walks out on stage. And I bet you would expect him to be like a Mr. Sir from Holes type character, you know, tough, thinks he's untouchable, eats pieces of shit for breakfast type. But really, Unc is just happy to be there.
Hi, I'm Uncle Al.
The Unc seems trustworthy, which is why we have a little fear when he says that this monster thing in the bushes is real, and it supposedly won't bother you if you
keep to the trails.
Like the past create some fucking force field like the sea bear from SpongeBob. Sorry for all the references. They gotta walk a mile because the bus driver couldn't have been bothered to take them any closer.
I usually spend my summers with my relatives. My parents go out of town a lot.
What do? Rob banks?
Weak ass joke.
Boys, welcome to Camp Night Moon. Before I assign you to your bunks, I'd like to lay down a few rules. Girls' camp is completely out of bounds. Girls are not part of this program.
Good. I forgot my deodorant.
Man, that was another sorry ass joke. Please shut up.
No leaving your bunks at night and sneaking out anywhere.
Who would do such a thing?
Oh no, not you two. Okay, everyone's banned from making jokes. No more jokes allowed.
What's that, Uncle Al?
The forbidden bunk.
Why is it called the Forbidden Bunk?
There's this forbidden bunk, and Billy asks why it's called the forbidden bunker, which was a stupid question.
Because it's forbidden.
He should have asked why it was forbidden.
So stay clear.
So now we don't know. Thanks, Billy. So to get to the bunk, this place is a mess. There's writing on the walls, a fucking snake in the bed bites this kid.
I want to see the nurse.
What nurse?
There's no nurse here either, so if you get hurt, you're kind of just stuck like that. Unless you call 1-800-GRANNY-MOBILE! With a guaranteed response in 5 minutes or less. We charge only $500 for an emergency response. That's 70% off of a regular ambulance. Terms and conditions may apply. Satisfaction guaranteed. Liable for 75% refund if expectations aren't reached. Whether or not we reach expectations is determined by us. Works on anyone, not just grannies. So half Mikey's body is numb because he got bit by a snake. He's genuinely about to die over here, but Unc gets mad because they were
talking
during the campfire song.
That's not allowed here.
Yo, you in?
I don't know. Maybe.
Don't tell me the number one camper is chicken.
I'm not a chicken.
Hey. Maybe the number one's afraid of doing a number.
Hey!
Hey!
All right,
No
I don't
jokes!
think it's a good idea, that's all.
Alright, while writing this video, I made a little prediction about what I think is in the Forbidden Bunker. You can make a prediction too in the comments. I said that I think it's secretly an employee lounge with a luxury TV and a sauna and a mini fridge and all that, but Unc wants to hide it from the campers. You'll find out if that prediction is true at the end because they're walking up to the Forbidden Bunker and the monster's following them, waiting to attack, and they get to the door and then just fades away, so we don't even get to see what's inside. And we have no idea how their search went, and we never find out how this search went. It just cuts off. They really shouldn't have put this in the episode. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. But they wake up and
Mikey.
missing.
Mikey
was dead meat anyways. He had a venomous snake bite in his arm. He's gone.
Mike.
Billy goes outside to find Mikey's bandage on the floor. So something must have happened to him. Then we get introduced to if Howie Mandel inhaled an entire bottle of helium.
Bunkmates better get your sorry hides down to the lodge.
Which I guess is the counselor they call when the kids are up to no good. But Billy asks Larry where Mikey went because they just woke up and he was gone. And now great scientists are known for formulating crucial laws, like Newton's universal law of motion, stating that objects in motion stay in motion. I would now like to introduce you to a little less known but equally as influential law, Larry's universal law of position, in which we can conclude if an object is not in one place, it may be somewhere else, but we don't know. Scientists still debate on the conclusivity of that law. Like, we don't know if the object is somewhere else for sure, but it may be.
Where is he, Larry?
Mike's not here, Billy. So I guess maybe he's somewhere else. Satisfied?
Nonetheless, incredible insight from Larry. I mean, what would happen to this camp without him? The casualty rate would probably go down. Larry was not one for the preservation of lives.
What nurse?
So they start playing some ball, and Larry doesn't like the call the ref made, so what else to do but fucking assassinate the runner? What the fuck, Larry? This is why no one knows about your genius. The media covered you up, because you're a murderer! So because Uncle Al is an asshole, he decides to choose Billy's bunk to sleep in a tent for the night. The bunk that just happened to have 2 kids die in it.
I miss you a lot. Hope you're okay. I'm all right, but there's something strange about this camp. Weird things have been happening. My counselor Larry's a real jerk, but Uncle Al, the camp director, seems like an okay guy. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a little nervous. First time at camp and all.
One thing I would do if I was writing to my parents at this camp is not talk shit about the camp, because for all I know, these letters are going straight to Uncle Al and inspected. And if he reads anything too crazy, he might not leave the job to something else and just whack you himself. So they out in the wilderness, and what do you know? Roger got murked by the monster too. And now it's after Billy, and they race back to the bunker and bust open the door, and it's just Larry.
You shouldn't have gone to the forbidden bunk. Wait till I tell Uncle Al. He is gonna kill you.
I believe it. He's already killed 3 other campers. Now it's the 3rd day or something. I don't know what day it is. And Billy wants to know where Uncle Al is to get to the bottom of this whole ordeal. And Larry says,
Uncle Al's not here.
which according to Larry's universal law of position means that Uncle Al is, say it with me, maybe somewhere else. Very good. Billy tries to call for help, but Uncle Al just jump scares him and stops the call. Where were you before, when we needed you the most? Billy then asks about Roger, who was supposedly torn to pieces.
I checked the files. There was no camper out here named Roger. No first name, no middle name.
Yeah, Unc says he doesn't know who that is. So something weird is going on here. Things are starting to get a little creepy. But the lake looks lit!
Sit on out. It's great.
You gotta put on life jackets.
Ah, we're fine.
Paddle it in now.
Yeah, I don't think they know how to.
Put this on. Whoa! Man, you guys are hopeless.
Larry, I'm not a good swimmer!
You don't have to be, you jerk. The life jacket?
These 2, Jay and Bandana, I don't know their names. They also die. They just drown.
Oh, God.
Billy's by himself now. Every other kid in this bunker is just dead. So he starts running around and like nobody is anywhere. He doesn't know what's going on, but he comes up with a plan. He takes his bat for safety and he heads to the forbidden bunker. And who does he see?
Billy.
The girl from the beginning, who I didn't show you because she wasn't important until now. Anyways, she seems to be having a mirrored experience to Billy. Her friends also got killed, and now she also ran away to the forbidden bunker.
Yeah, we went on a hike and she got mauled by this bear. But our counselor said it was nothing and made her walk back to camp.
Now, I don't know if we can trust her if we're Billy. On one hand, she may be planted by the camp to talk to Billy at the beginning, and then lie, and then say everything that happened to Billy also happened to her, and then also track Billy's movement, and then predict that he was going to go to the forbidden bunker and then wait for him there. That would be kind of absurd to assume. But if it's true, then that means this whole thing has been fake. But Billy decides to just trust her. And then out the hole in the wall of the bunker,
Maybe they're looking for
he
you.
sees more campers, and he decides to, check them out. But Larry catches him and brings him up.
Look who I found, Uncle Al. Larry.
We have a runaway reported from the girls' camp. She's brunette, average height. We suspect she's close by. Search everywhere, aim carefully. We do not want her getting away.
Are you saying we're supposed to shoot her?
That's what I said, Billy. She broke the big rule. These weapons are loaded with tranquilizer darts. We want to stop the girl. Or do you have a problem with that, Billy? Do you have a problem?
So they want the boys to shoot this girl with the tranquilizer? But she's not a bull out on the loose. She's just a 13, 14-year-old girl. If y'all had tranquilizers this whole time, why couldn't you just do that with the monster? I mean, he's actually the real problem. Billy ain't taking none of that shit. So he pulls out the trank on Unc. And Al feeds more bowl down his throat and tells him that none of his classmates, campmates, whatever, none of them ever existed.
Mike, Jay, Colin, we have no campers by those names.
Liar!
And I know the show ain't about to pull a Shutter Island on us. So, like this is either the world's most demented joke, or they're actually just killing kids out here. Billy airs it out on Unc, and it was a test the whole time.
Congratulations, Billy. He passed! Billy passed!
Way to go, Billy. You did great.
Hey, Billy. All in one piece. One piece.
Okay, I wish we actually did kill you for real.
Billy, listen.
So it turns out all the weird things happening were just a ruse. All a part of this test. But this
A place called
Research tells
is
us
the freaky
aliens
thing
there
that
are
happens.
Pretty dangerous and
Earth is in the sky. So I guess we're just expected to assume all of this happened on Mars. Yeah, that's weird. There is life on other planets, but not humans with government tests. Just like single cellular organisms and little amoebas and anyway, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, yeah. This is the most normal episode of Goosebumps. While watching the episode, it was kind of scary while watching it. You know, the campers started acting weird. They started just dropping dead. The counselors were the least helpful counselors ever. My prediction about the forbidden bunker was wrong. It was indeed nasty in there. There's a little rat running around. But there's an explanation for everything that happened in the end. Nobody really died. None of the events in the episode are unexplained. Except for that Earth bit, but who the fuck cares?
Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on
the notification bell.
You guys next time, Neo man.
I've just noticed the whole time my pillow is like right here. It makes me look like I have a really bad hairdo. Looks like it's going. It's not. That's the pillow. I don't have a mound of hair. Okay, get out.